Hi, I'm going to talk to you about spiritual protection today. Spiritual protection is really, really important if you're working with spirits. The majority of spiritual workers will already know how to protect themselves. However, if you're just starting out, then this is something that you really need to learn about. Because unfortunately, there are not always good spirits around. You get the bad ones. And those bad ones can affect you quite seriously if you do not protect yourself. I've been out in places and all of a sudden I've gone down with a migraine. I've felt extremely sick. My energy has just been zapped from me. But the second I've got out of that environment, I'm back to normal again. That's because I was being attacked and I didn't have any protection on me. So there's many different ways to protect yourself. Each person is different, so it depends on how you want to do it. But this is just a guideline of some of the easy ways to do it. Easiest way is by wearing something that's going to protect you. Black tourmaline is absolutely brilliant for spiritual protection. It wards off psychic attacks. It just puts a bubble around your aura, which protects you. Now, when wearing jewellery, crystal stone jewellery, you need to cleanse them. So please watch my video regarding cleansing, because if you don't cleanse them, they're not going to work properly. And then one day you're going to be out and think, why am I not being protected? I'm wearing this. It's because it's not being cleansed. So by cleansing your jewellery, it just clears that negative energy and renews it, basically. Another way is visualization. Sometimes you get caught off guard. Now, I always take my jewellery off for showers because shampoos, body wash and things like that, it affects your natural stones. And by doing that, it just takes off that natural property. So if basically I'm running around like a headless chicken, jump out the shower, get ready, go to work, go out somewhere, and I forgot to wear it, then I rely on my visualization. However, you don't start your visualization until you feel that you are being attacked. So sometimes you get that bit of delay. Now, you don't always expect to be attacked in the places that you do. You could be in a supermarket, you could be walking down the street, you could be on a bus, anywhere like that, because spirits are everywhere. There's more of them than there are us, and there are some bad ones. And not only that, some of them aren't bad, some of them are a bit lost. And if you go into places like the hospital, if you're visiting people just shortly before they die, sometimes they can attach themselves to you. And having an attachment can cause you many physical and mental issues. It can change your personality. It can cause you sickness. So being protected at all times is great. Now, visualization, there are many, many different ways of doing this. If you come across somebody, if you approach someone and they've got their arms crossed in front of you, doesn't always mean that they're a rude person. It means that they're protecting themselves. It means that they're unsure of you, so they've got that guard up. And it means that your energy cannot breach them, because a lot of our energy comes from our solar plexus. So putting your hands across your solar plexus can actually protect you. So don't think people's being rude or negative against you. It's just a protection. And a lot of people do it without even knowing that they're doing it, which is, I find I'm very interested in that, because it's just a case that they're unaware of why they're doing it, but they do it. So do they think that, you know, it's a spiritual thing? Are they protecting themselves? Or some people maybe just be angry, I don't know. Another way is if you're standing in a queue, you can divert negative energy by just putting your hands like that, making a little period across your solar plexus. And that bounces off that negative energy. You can visualise a wall of mirrors around you. Have the mirrors facing outwards, so energy coming towards you is just going to be reflected off. Building a wall up around you can work. Many different things by surrounding yourself. Bubble wrap, maybe. Anything surrounding you will work. So you just visualise that going up around you and all the negative energy bouncing off. Nothing can then get into your aura space. That is a really good way of protecting yourself. There are chants and things like that you can do if you're going into a place, if you're doing a ghost hunt and things like that. A lot of people will do a protection prayer first. It's something I haven't done yet. It's something that I am interested in going and witnessing and learning about. So I might do a vlog on that once I get to it. But no, I always wear something with black tourmaline in, just to protect myself. Or I carry a protection stone in my bag that I can quickly get out and pop in my hand. Sometimes I can also block people by just saying, if I'm in a queue, do you want to go in front of me? That then, I'm polite, I'm being friendly, but I'm also blocking myself from a negative energy. People don't know that they're doing it. It's not their fault. It's their energy. They just need a bit of a boost, so they will take yours. People call them vampires, energy vampires and things like that. I don't agree with that as much because they're unaware of what they're doing. It's not their fault. And sometimes I do like to share my energies. I just think sometimes people need a bit of happy energy, so I will share it. Other times when I know I'm in need of it, then I will put that protection up. But if you are feeling a negative energy around you, then you always need to have that protection with you, because they're not nice, they're not pleasant, they can do a lot of harm to you. It's a case that all of a sudden you may suffer from being depressed. That's a sign that something negative is just going into your energy. Different effects for different people. I've seen people that all of a sudden start shaking violently, zoning out, totally gone into a different world, not knowing what they're doing. It's because they're having those psychic attacks. So always be prepared. Just make sure that you are protected. Day-to-day life is just good, because you never know what is around you, because like I said, there's more of them than there are us. So when you hear somebody, is anybody there? Of course they're there. There's plenty of them around, and they are everywhere. So just learn to protect yourself and keep yourself healthy and calm and protected.